shot from deep in the Congo, calling me Sandra.
Ancient rhythm,
Make me want to dance.
rhythm,
Put me in a trance.
ancient rhythm,
I can't control my feet.
rhythm.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers. Welcome to our 2021 edition of our Calypso Show. On behalf of the Emancipation Support Committee, I really appreciate your presence here. And we are so happy that we can bring you this show in the comfort of your own home. You know that we are fighting a pandemic and you're safe at home. So this evening, we want to remember Sandra, singing Sandra. And as we remember Sandra, this is our effort in doing something in tribute of Sandra. We did a living tribute, but at the time of her passing, so many people were doing other things all around, even of the region, that we thought we would step back. And we are taking this opportunity now to do our tribute to Sister Mother singing Sandra. As I was about to say, as we remember Sandra, we remember too others in the fraternity. And even in our own family, the Emancipation Support Committee, Brother Ifoma Soyinka, who passed recently. We had Larry Haywood, Joker Devines, Brother Resistance, and we just heard of Ursula Trudeau of Desperados, a real stalwart, always in the band, always there to support the band. So to your families, to their families, we want to wish extend our sincere, deepest condolences. To the friends, we want to extend our condolences. May they all rest in peace, perfect peace, eternal peace. So as we remember Sandra again, I have one of her daughters here with us. Oh, you there? Marisha Ransom.
Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the 2021 Pan-African Festival of Trinidad and Tobago commemorating emancipation. This evening, I am Marisha Ransom and I'm your co-host, remembering singing Sandra. And I would just like to welcome and introduce our guests. First, we have Joanne Rowley, Tigress. That is Mother's sister. Marva Joseph, Marvelous Marva. I have to call them auntie because if I say mother, if singing Sandra is my mother, with all due respect, I have to be auntie, right? So Auntie Joanne, Auntie Marva, welcome. Karine Ashe. Makeda Darius. And the king of the pack, Mr. Stephen Marcel.
What a lineup. What a lineup.
Welcome.
And I want to thank them for taking the time to be with us, to help us remember Sandra. Thank each and every one of you. Go ahead, Marisha, sorry I overtalk you.
All right. So Jackie, I just want to thank the artists for taking the time to come on here this evening. I mean, because we all know why we're here. Each one of us would have a special relationship with Mother. She would have impacted on our life in a very positive aspect. And this evening we're here to honor her, So as we move along, Jackie, there's a video that's going to be played. The video of singing Sandra dancing with Malik Performing Company.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Sandra had so many talents, Lord.
Yeah. You know what I loved about Mother? I love this synergy she had with the youth. She really had that synergy and she knew how to get people closer. And that is one of the attributes that I really admired about her. Yeah? Look at her in that video. Everybody dressed in white and the energy just flowed. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
that energy just flowed.
And we know she came out of, that best village and that dancing and singing. And so she came out of that to the great singing Sandra.
Yes,
She really touched each, a number of segments of the culture. Yep.
she definitely did. Definitely did. Yeah, so Jackie, as we move along, I would like to actually introduce again Karinashi. And as I bring on Karine, I would read Karine's bio. I'm not seeing Karine. Okay, sorry. Born
She's
and
like,
bred, born and Karine is very beautiful. How could I miss Karine?
Thank you.
Karine Ashe, born and bred in the culturally rich city on the hill, Laventille, in Trinidad and Tobago, Ashe was discovered by Laventille former Young Kings monarch Sheldon Reed. She began singing at events in her school at the tender age of 11 years old, and even won the popular local television competition 12 and Under. Today, her versatility in the fraternity knows no bounds. She has touched on many different topics, from political to social issues and commentary, with her own unique style and delivery. But, as most will agree, she always seems to hit home when it comes to her motivational calypso pieces that captivates calypso lovers everywhere. In 2011, she followed in her mentor's Singing Sandra footsteps and won the National Calypso Monarch title with Careful What You Ask For and Uncle Jack. In 2021, Ashley took the second place title in the National Calypso Monarch competition, singing her contributions, Voters Prayer, and Winners Never Quit. Karine, good evening and welcome again. Karine, could you
Thank
tell
you
us
so much.
a little more about yourself and the relationship you had with Mother?
No, well, you don't say everything about myself. So you talk
Oh
about
my.
mother. I met her that very same year, in 1996, when I first started singing calypso. I
Mhm.
met her in Tobago at King's School Fort. So she came up to me and asked me who I was. Only there and then she realized that I was Earl Ashley's daughter. So she had known him. I was her buddy. So she was like, because of that, I am your mother now, eh? So just note, I know your father, so I am your next mother. So that's no problem. After that very same year, the following year in 1998 is when she she became even more close to me, and she gave me this beautiful outfit she donated. And when I looked at her on stage, it was the said outfit that she wore. So I felt really good because of that. She met my mom that very same year, and ever since Sandra and I became even closer, I would sing my songs prior to the competition, even though we went and compete against each other. After a while, I stop. But she knows I always hold her close to my heart, and I was always her number one.
Right. So, Karine, this evening we actually have the video of you performing at the Chicago concert when you did Voices of the Ghetto. But I would like to ask you a question before that video is played. I recognize that every time someone asks you to sing a song by Mother, you
Yes,
always choose Voices from the Ghetto. Can you tell me why? What
that
about
wasn't
Voices
my
from the
choice.
Ghetto?
Never my choice. As soon as Sandra won the competition, everywhere she sang, as long as she saw me in the audience, she would call me up on stage to do the third verse of her song. And she said nobody else could sing this song like me other than Curry. So
Oh my,
that's the reason why.
beautiful. But what do you think about Voices from the Ghetto in terms of the lyrical content of it?
I think with the lyrical content, it is out of this world. Voices from the Ghetto is indeed a classic, and nobody else could have sang it the way Sandra did. And when something is for you, nobody else could touch it, you know. And I believe God knows what this was her song, and it was given to her. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Yes. And what fun memories do you have with your mother?
Well, Sandra is this type. She knew my baby dad. I had an ex, and she knew my present. So she was like, "Let me see who is this child. Who is this child, father?" So they became very close. You know, he's deceased now, but
Right.
she knew him, and she was like, "Make sure and treat my child with him." You know, so we all really, she knew all my secrets. And as I said, she was my second mom. So she knew me inside out.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so let's
Very
take it over to
nice.
the video.
The sunrise is slowly over the hills. Everywhere is full of sunlight, but still, most lives without tears are drowning. Their days without clothes are shrouding. They don't smile and they never will. Only vultures get their fill. Empty promises is what we hear. No running water from year to year. Hearts that no one desire. That if there is a Messiah, someday you hear their whisper prayer. Covered all this beer and scanty, 10 people in a one-bedroom shanty. Buses along the pavement, no vacancy, no employment. Can't tell firecrackers from gunshots. Blood as flow when things get hot. Afraid to look out my window to hear voices from the ghetto. Crying, crying, voices from the ghetto. Voices from the ghetto. Help us, Father, good Lord. Hear them pleading. Mothers that's just hold their head up. And then woman stronger than a war. A big pusher and she daughter. Son in jail for manslaughter. Too bad for he and the bad boys. No bail, that's the black man's choice. Like shadows say, poverty is hell. She little girl child and he start to swear. Some say life is a cycle, but don't rush in a circle. When you make it all alone, time to tell. Outside the siren keep holding, inside your belly real growling. Police raid very often, seems to measuring a coffin. One night in bed you're sleeping, next night is a way that you're keeping. So you're praying to win the lotto, not to hear them voices from the ghetto. Crying Lord, crying, voices from the ghetto. Crying Lord, crying, Lord, voices from the ghetto. Oh yeah, good Lord. What is this silence? I'm ready to conquer the violence. Big men around when cops approach, fighting for scraps with the cockroach. Young turds get tough protecting, almost every young girl expecting. So tomorrow, let's steal a barrel. Let me another voice and we got to crying. Oh, crying. Oh, crying. Crying. What's this wrong? Crying love. Happy tico. Happy tico. Voices from the ghetto. Social amenities, Lord, heaven knows. Opportunities, well, them always close. Can't get what wants it white collar. So if you can't stretch your dollar, it's later for you, crack or smoke your pipe. Sandra sure to get from right. Life does rape dignity and pride. Till there's only bitterness left inside. And every day is a hustle. Arguments are settled with muscle. Till you're 6 feet deep by 3 feet wide. Children, so life keeps on drifting. It's something they're smoking or sniffing. Or maybe they're trying to forget this life of mystery and regret. No one to come to their rescue, except cable tongue and put you. So they boom boxes, they let go. The German voices from the ghetto crying, oh, crying, crying. I was born ready in the ghetto. Oh, what I'm talking about, you know. From the ghetto, love you.
Thank you, Karen. Me and my mother from the ghetto. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that.
Beautiful
I love
performance.
that. Thank you very much.
You know, she performed with so much energy, you know. Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. Her
Uh,
vocal,
uh,
everything on point.
Sandra is right. It seems like nobody else could sing that song. That kind of energy going
Right?
into that song. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
like Serena. Yes.
Yeah.
Jackie,
So
so
we are next.
the next artist we're bringing on is the Calypso Queen of 2020, you know. 2020 or 2019. Only forgive me.
That
COVID
girl
take
from
away
Library.
everything. That the girl from Library.
That girl from Library. Okay.
Forgive me if it's 2019 or 2020, one of them years. But she's the Calypso Queen. The reigning Calypso Queen. You understand? That is Miss Makeda Darius. Makeda began singing at the age of 4 years old. She won all of the competitions within Library and the surrounding communities at that tender age. She then went on to enter the more prestigious and national junior competitions, such as the then Sunshine Snacks National Junior Calypso Monarch, Calypso Jewels, Calypso Juniors, and Calypso Pathfinders competitions. As an adult, Darius secured the titles of the 2016 and the 2017 Point Fortin Calypso Monarch and the 2017 and 2018 Labor Day Calypso Monarch. In 2019, due to being unwell, Darius took a hiatus for just 1 year. After returning in 2020, she was able to secure her first win at the NWAC National Calypso Queens competition. Some of her compositions, over the years 2014 to 2018 are Profiling Laventil, I Never Taught, Shamfa, Baptism, and When Elephants Fight. Her contribution for 2020 is Not Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, I now welcome Makeda Darius. Good evening, Makeda. How are you?
Good evening. I'm good. I'm blessed.
Makeda, so tell me, what attribute mother had that you would take with you wherever you go?
Mother was bold. Mother was real. Don't tell mother a secret and say, Marisha do me something, eh? I didn't like it, but don't tell she. Mother was going for Marisha to find out why she do me that.
Mhm.
And they will go back and say, Mother, I tell you, don't tell she. She said, but she do you something, and she do you so and so.
I
And she
definitely
fixing
could
it.
attest to that aspect of her. I can definitely
Mhm.
attest to that.
She
Makeda,
was
so
bold.
yes, Makeda. Well, I asked Karine the question just now. I think I'm going to ask every artist this question. Tell me, because it's quite interesting to find out, what fun memories can you remember having with mother?
Wow. I remember one time at the point, for a day. I was after the Juve, the place was getting a little cool, everybody was going home. And I hear somebody saying, Darius, Darius. I said, but who is that? When I look upstairs, I think it's a pharmacy. Upstairs, they like have a banister. When I look, I see singing Sandra upstairs, waving at me. I like, but at that time I didn't, I said, but mother know me from any angle, boy, because we wasn't so close,
Hmm.
you know? And after that, I remember one time I had some shoppiness in the Calypso Review, some drama where the media came, and mother made herself present that night. And she said, you know, I come to speak to you, my children who work in here. Don't let me hear no shoppiness here. You know, mother was want to line you up and put you very straight. Other times I was picking up for us to go to feast, you know, and we had fun in the feast. We had fun in the feast. You know, when mother landed in a feast singing Sandra, so everybody running to see, you know, singing Sandra in the feast. I remember one time Oya was in the feast and Oya made us sing voices from the ghetto in the feast.
Wow.
Real nice times, yeah. We had nice times.
So, Makeda, I've heard it on the ground and I've heard a lot of people saying it that you are the next singing Sandra. How do you feel about that?
Um, okay. Now I only know how to be me. One time somebody said that their husband told them that I even perform like her. I can't even see that because I don't really look at performances. I am more the listening type. Like if I have to learn a song, I will listen to learn more than read words to learn. So I don't really look at performances and I don't try to style or pattern like anybody. But mother knew what she saw in me for her to make that statement. I don't know why is this similarity. I don't know what she see. I really don't know. But it's an honor to hear her say that. You know, she said it a few times. It was really an honor and a pleasure. But I have to say thanks. But I don't know what system. I don't know what she saw.
I understand. I get it. Well, I'll now hand it over to Jackie to introduce your video.
Well, again, Makeda is coming with a very powerful one called Empowerment. So let's hear it.
No more must we play gotish like a woman lying in ambush like the Congo man. So damn it, shine, knowledge is power. Time for all the picnic to understand. Idling don't make no sense. You will pay the consequence. For knowledge shall please make room. Let your abhors a vacuum. You will be left standing still if you don't hold every skill. A mind child you shouldn't waste. Be a credit to your race. It's only how much you know could limit how far you go. And yet set it in the sky. Till you fail, keep aiming high. you just can't surrender. No, no, never fold your diamond comes from gold. Never see a glass as being half empty. See it instead as being half full. No, 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 don't carry baggage and not talking. From your blink and eye, remove the world. Remember life is a stage, so let this computer age. Make sure you join up to speed, or you'll surely crash it. Look, can't live the life, work the hardest time. But knowledge shall have a time, or you'll be forever. Just let your door be a slave, or you stay within me. Like God, like the sun to shine, bring up life within your mind and come and rise up children. Rise up children. I beg you, wake up children. Come on and shake up children. Tell yourself, I am somebody. I am somebody. No one's to return, no one's to left. But all I'm after is just to be the best that I can be. You cannot be shackled by stigma of race. Color ain't no factor, just strength of character. Born in poverty, project can't get told. Don't walk through this life like if you're stuck at glass. No, no, no. Use your bricks and bricks into a novel. Every day I'm gonna go to anything else. But your life don't make no sense. Live up daily consequences. Don't care how you shoot and shot. You could only reach the top. So you gotta bring a life like a buzz keep shining red. Could be wealthy, could be rich. And listen to the old system. No matter the kind life is, you don't need to cheat us. You need tell of purity and tell of yourself. Don't believe in empowerment. Rise up children. Rise up children. I beg you, wake up children. Come on and shake up children. Tell yourself, I am somebody. I am somebody. No one to return, no one to left. But all I'm after is just to be the best that I can be. Like a lion, hear me roar. 1 million voices may be more. I am like no ball and chain. I just can't walk the road again. No, no, no. I look upward to the sky. Like an eagle, see me rise, rise. Never broken, never weak. Winter brings them, you know I see. Empowerment, rise up. Rise up, children. I beg you, wake up, children. Come on and shake up, children. Tell yourself, I am somebody. I am somebody. No one to return, no one to rest. But all I'm after is just to be the best that I can be. Say I am somebody. I am somebody.
Why is that song not playing on our radios?
You understand? I am
So
somebody.
motivational.
I am somebody.
Wow.
And the way Makeda delivered that song as well, you could see Makeda
Listen.
sung that song from within, from her gut. She delivered.
At one time, you see her pressing the stomach, so it coming right from real visceral.
You know, I appreciate
Really
the fact that
visceral.
she said she only knows how to be herself. But I rarely see mother in her. Seriously, like she
Mhm.
actually has a piece of mother inside of her.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right,
I
right.
see mother, the way mother used to deliver, before when she was much younger. I see that in Makeda.
Right. Well,
I see it in Makeda. I see it
Makeda, you have
in
work to do, girl.
yeah, they definitely do. Jackie, who we have up next?
I think it's the king of the pack.
The king of the pack?
Right,
The whole king
right
of
in
the
the middle. No, not the whole pack, only the king.
Mr. Stephen
Stephen
Marcel.
Nassar. Oh,
Hello,
you're
hello,
spoiling
hello.
this gentleman. You're
So let
spoiling
me
this
just
gentleman.
let me give you all a little insight about who Stephen Marcel is. Stephen Marcel began singing at the age of 10. He won the National Schools Music Festival that same year. In 2011, he began to edge his way up for the title of the Young King's Monarch when he placed fifth, and in 2012, he placed second behind Dwayne O'Connor. In 2013, he won the competition with his rendition of Politics, The Spoil the Line. Now, Marcel straddles both calypso and soca genres. When singing calypso, he views himself as an educator whose sole purpose is to entertain and enlighten. And I personally know this, so I would add this to his bio. He also owns and manages his own band, as well as sing frontline with Dilly Nadan. Ladies and gentlemen, let's
Wow.
welcome Mr. Stephen Marcel.
Hello, hello again. Hello,
How are you
everyone.
doing?
Thank you for having me.
Stephen.
You are
Yeah,
so
thank
welcome.
you.
How are
First of
you?
all, I want to say thanks for having me on a panel with such accomplished persons and individuals in the music business, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Nice. It's a pleasure to
Yeah.
have you as well, Stephen. Stephen, I just want to ask you, two short questions before we get into your video. Tell me, what attribute mother had that you would take with you wherever you go?
Um, I believe mother was a mentor. She was one of my mentors, and as a mentor, what you do as a mentor is that you impart knowledge onto others for the good, for the betterment of that person that you're imparting it on. So I would say I would take that quality that she had to take her knowledge and expertise and pass it on to others for the betterment of them, not for her. So it's like for you now to acknowledge her as part of your journey, that kind of a certain things I remember her is, she'll always tell me there was a point in time where I kind of wanted to give up in the calypso especially. And she would say, no, don't give up. Your time, not yet. When is your time? Nobody can stop you. And I have this here that she would have given me. So I have this all over. Anywhere I go, this plaque is when she gave me as a personal gift when I won Young Games. And it's a reminder that, to not give up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Stephen, very nice. Stephen, what takeaway advice do you have from what mother gave to you?
The takeaway advice I would give it especially to the younger ones, or those, not so much the younger ones, but those who was once in the position that I was once in, where I was indecisive of whether I want to leave the arena or leave whatever you're doing and just rock back and just live a life normal. But why be normal? Why be basic? Right? Do you, and at the end of the day, when is your time? It's your time. So we as humans, we tend to rush things. We're not patient. So I might find, okay, I belong in a finals now. I belong in a finals last year, the year before. But it's not my time.
Right.
So I would ask persons to be patient. And when it's your time, there's no stopping.
Right.
Yeah.
People, I don't want to keep you any longer, right? But this question is a burning question, and it's one of the questions I would have asked Karine as well because I noticed this with the both of you all. Every time you all are called to sing a song on behalf of mother, you chose war. Could you tell me why? Why war?
Well, like Kareem, I was asked to sing War by Mother when the Emancipation Committee recognized and acknowledged her. She called me and she said, son, expect a call from the Emancipation Committee and put you down to sing War. So I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what war? She said, War, my song. But like, mother, I don't know that song. She said, well, okay, you would learn it. You have time to learn it, but that is the song you're doing, and I know you could do it. And I did it, and I grew to love it even more than I already did before. And it's now part of my repertoire when I sing at casinos, restaurants, wherever I go and sing, especially where there's a live cultural presence, I sing more. So yeah.
Nice, Stephen. Stephen, well, I'll hand it over to Jackie to introduce your video.
Yeah, well, let's hear what?
Devastation and destruction from ever since time began has been inflicted time and again, man against fellow man. You haven't learned from history, it makes him more violent, producing deadly weaponry with nothing but evil intent. So the war will never be over, peace will never be seen, long as man in his quest for power keeps destroying fellow human beings. Fellow human beings, I'm telling you, nobody, when the reality of it, nobody wins the war. Because the agony of defeat will linger, nations still hating one another at superpower. They're looking for more power. As long as violence and aggression still dwell in the hearts of man, brothers, the war will go on. It cannot be won. The war will go on. It cannot be won. All out from boys' chaos, plenty agony, plenty pain. Economies left in shambles that may never rise up again. Collapse of the money system, destruction of foreign trade, people turning against their leaders for the gladness of their power. Environmental pollution, radiation taking its course, and the thousands that die in battle. Oh, what a waste of human resource. I'm telling you, nobody, when you're ready to come in, nobody wins the war. The crucial vital ideologies, damage and social anarchy, and life within full dimensions. The paradox of progress and provide entire generation. Sisters, the war will go on. It cannot be won. No, the war will go on. It cannot be won. War is just like a rocket. It is evidence for a few. But what does it profit the masses? I mean, living like me and you. While the leaders play their chess game, using the masses as pawn with political propaganda. The massacre still goes on. The soldiers they never start it, but they give their lives easily. While So you see, I'm telling you, nobody, oh, nobody. When you really look at it, nobody wins a war. It has been the passage of history when the blood has the sword of the mighty. Great culture vanished completely. Hurt and create and destroy political boundaries as it goes on. Sisters, it cannot be won. The war will go on. No, 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 no. It cannot be won. The object of war is simple. Just conquer and take over. It doesn't matter how many people get wiped out in the massacre. The enemy must be vanquished. The battle has to be won. But the conflict will never be over. Cause the agony lingers on. There'll always be more dictators, more Hitlers, more Saddam Husseins. And with these lunatics in power, it will just start all over again and again and again and again and again. I'm telling you, nobody, oh, nobody. When you're ready, think of it, no. We the spiritual revolution to stop this brutal oppression. Always peace in this world will always be out of our hands. As long as the quest for wealth and power still lives in the hearts of man, brothers, the war will go on. It cannot be won. No, 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 no. The war will go on. Hey, I want to put your hands like this, so. No, 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 no. Peace in the world. We need a spiritual revolution. Lord, put your hand, set your neighbor. Man fighting against man.
Jackie, what year was that again? What year was that concert?
18,
2018? 2018, and my postal
or
reason.
17, 17.
And
17.
My postal reason. And my postal reason. Imagine Stephen Marcel catching doctor.
You leave Stephen Marcel, right?
Listen to me.
He could do whatever he wants.
And you see, my boy walk with his props and stuff on stage. I think that's his little goddaughter doing the dance in the background. Oh my God, beautiful.
But you know, I am listening to her, and I am hearing a ringing of Sandra's voice inside there. You know, I'm actually hearing Sandra through him. That was really nice. That was really nice.
All Sandra's children. Jackie,
Yeah.
Who do we have next?
Well, we building up. Coming right up with Marva.
Powerhouse,
Tigress.
Good evening. I have to call her Auntie Joanne because, like, I would reiterate, if singing Sandra is my mother, and that is her sister, Joanne Rowley Tigress, I have to say, Auntie Joanne, with all due respect.
You better have respect.
You better have respect. No matter how old you are, you have to have respect.
Good evening, a pleasant day evening, and thank you so much for having me. To the Emancipation Committee, thank you so much remembering my sister and my friend. So many times when people are gone, and that's it. You close the box, you go to and that's it. I thank God that she was not forgotten. Thank you so much to the entire committee that is spearheading this event this evening. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So
Let me give you all a little insight as to who Joanne Rowley, aka Calypso Tigress, is. Tigress, whose real name is Joanne Rowley, was the baby in the United Sisters. She made her debut in 1988 and was voted most promising female. She placed second in the Caribbean Song Festival in the same year and made the Calypso Monarch finals in 2011 and 2015. Her stage presence, coupled with her powerful spirit and voice, has allowed her to continue to justify the expectations of the Calypso cognoscente. Her renditions include Mature Woman, Woman to Woman 2011, and What You Willing to Die For, Peace Chant 2015. Oh, here we have Auntie Marva. So I will just give you a little insight as to who Marva is as well. Marva Joseph, aka Marvelous Marva. Marva Joseph, better known as Marvelous Marva,
Hi.
started at the age of 9. She catapulted into the Calypso spotlight after performing at the Prime Minister's Best Village competition, and her talents were noticed by the legendary Dr. Slinger Francisco, also known as the Mighty Sparrow. Joseph won the Best Female Calypso Award at the Best Village competition 3 times. In her earlier years, she won the San Juan Calypso Monarch 4 times and placed second in the 1980 Calypso Queen competition. Joseph was a member of the United Sisters and has included reggae and R&B songs into her repertoire with Gladys Knight and Millie Jackson as her musical influences. Her hits include Come Back to What and Black on Black Killing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Marvelous Marva and Joanne Rowley, Calypso Tigress, aka Calypso Tigress.
Joanne Rowley, Tigress.
Yes, Joanne Rowley Tigress.
I saw they gave me Calypso. Thank you so much. And together we are the United Sisters.
Of course, definitely. Auntie Joanne, I want you to take me down memory lane. Take me down memory lane. Bring us up front and tell me, right? Because, I mean, 4 powerful Black women. What did you all do to keep that united bond going?
What did we do to keep that united bond going? Stay together, remain with each other, respect each other's space. We did that all along, respect each other's space and love each other unconditionally. It doesn't matter what you do, how much we fall out, how much we fight. That's my sister. Don't get involved. Isn't that so marvelous?
So tell me, Auntie Joanne, how did the relationship start with the United Sisters?
It started from believe it or not, this started from West Village because our paths would have crossed without us even recognizing that. Because there was an event that happened with me in West Village and Sandra and Marva, they all knew about it. Because like Sandra was one of the pioneers behind Lower Mover Way of Life. That is where she came from. And we all came from the belly of West Village. So our cultures and our spirits just linked together. Lady B came from Tobago. Marva came from Pinal and she used to be in West Village also. So our spirits just linked together and that was just a fusing from Almighty God that brought United Sisters together. And we still are United Sisters. We still are.
Right. You know, people usually have negativity where woman is concerned, you know, when you see women, right? But instead of having negativity, I know there are a lot of young Calypsonians like myself who look up to you. Yeah. So tell me, you know, how were you able to curb that, you know, that contention and keep it out of the public light?
Go ahead, Marva, because I was hearing you just now. I think she got stuck again. But we believe that, again, it is all about believing in yourself. There were negative things. Marva, children could attest to that, of what they heard being said about Sandra looking at me singing. Oh, look, she's looking at a woman singing. And that was the biggest joke for us. It was. Because anybody that know United Sisters, woo-hoo, no, nothing like that. That's who we were. 4, but they don't like to see that. 4 strong, powerful Amber Tyler women.
Nice, nice. And where did the name Amber Tyler Woman come from?
Battle Woman, from Lady B, who was the writer of that song. Lady B, may she rest in peace. That was the first United Sister who passed back in 2000. She was from Tobago and she was the writer of that song. Amber Tyler Woman, battle, the woman of battle, the woman that will stand up to be the bearer of your children, to be your cook, and to also be your wife too. That's who we are, Amber Tyler Women.
Auntie Joanne, I know you would have a lot to say where this is concerned, and because you have known Mother for a number of years, even probably before I was
Believe
even
it or
born.
not, Martha got knocked off again, but Martha knew her before me because they both came from Sparrow Young Brigade. They both met there and they came from there. They all were there, as a matter of fact. Lady B, Singing Sandra and Marvelous Martha was at OYB. I came in 1988, and like I said, it was just a fusing of spirits, and it just happened. It just happened. The only way I could say that was definitely Almighty God.
Right. Auntie Joanne, tell me some of the fun times you would have had with Mother.
You will be here until next month.
Just give us
We go down.
because it's interesting to know.
We go down that road. Oh my God, we have so many. And one of them that out of that was born that we used to hang out every Boxing Day at my house. Was my husband heard just what you were talking about. Somebody said in a maxi that them is a band of lesbians, and he came home and told me, and I'm like, and what? I don't have a problem with them saying it. We are not. Big deal. And he found that I should have been upset, and he hit me a backhand for that. I think I told Marva. And hear how it does go. One did call one. You talk to Tigress? No. What happened? All right, nothing. Let her call you. And if you know Sandra, you know that's not staying there. It's not going to leave it alone. Next thing you know, juice, soca, everybody come down my way. They came down my way, but my husband loved to cook and all that. And by that time, we had kind of pacified it. Next thing you know, it was cook, it was barbecue, and that out of that was born every Boxing Day. The line was in Cuba by me. But we had so many fun memories, so many. It is even fun when we wasn't talking to each other too.
Oh
That
my.
was even fun. It's at a time I was talking to Sandra for months, and I go in her house that has absolutely nothing to do with her. I came to her mother. I didn't come to her. That have nothing to do with it, and we are on the stage performing. But that have nothing to do with it. But that's my sister.
Yeah, that's the camaraderie. That is the camaraderie.
Yes. When I am for Christmas, when Martha baking black cake, it's down the road, and we know we're getting black cake. But we bought the same curtains one year. Was Marvelous, remember we had the same curtains, same carpet, everything for Christmas.
Wow.
Without each other knowing that you're going to buy that?
Same carpet, same.
So we went and got a deal on that one.
Oh, okay.
But we were comfortable with that. But that's just who we were. United sisters. That's who we were.
But I just want to go for a minute back to your story about the Boxing Day line. And I appreciate how they rallied around you. So that I hope that your husband didn't make that mistake again, or did he?
He sort of kind of did, and well, again, it went to another level again. And but my sisters were there. They were there. All
Great.
all the way.
And the brothers,
and you want to get a message across, you just call and you say boom. That's it.
And they're on spots.
That's it. But we have so many fond memories. So many.
I must imagine. I would ask you one more question.
Marva able to give us one of her own.
Yes, I think she's hearing now.
Marva, yeah, we were just wondering if you could give us one of your fun memories with Singing Sandra.
Too much to mention.
It is so true. It is so true. It is so true.
Too much fun to mention. I used to
Alright.
say,
Marva is-
when you get
Marva
paid,
is
and
a
I used to don't want to cheer up and so. Don't think you hearing me?
No, we're not hearing you properly at all.
Yeah, you're breaking up bad.
You hearing me?
Maybe a little one though. Marva is an ace roti maker.
Sandra used to say, boom.
She getting up again. I was telling you, Marva is an ace roti maker. Sandra cannot make no roti. But you ask me, friend, you ain't feeling eat roti? Yes. Lady B, you ain't feeling eat a roti at Mama watching everybody. Like, where we get the roti from? And she, where we get the roti from? You, friend. And that's it. And out of that, sometimes it's a whole weekend. That's it. But that's just who we were. And it is so sad when you actually sit down and think that Sandra is gone, that you don't even have her to fight with. Because fighting with Sandra is a waste of time. You are not going to win.
No way.
You are not going to win. So if you ain't call her for 2 days, so friend, you're vexed with me. No, I am not vexed. But that's just who she was, and we miss her dearly. We miss her dearly. Miss the call every day, every morning. Friend, I ain't hear you. Where's that one? You know, that's what you will get. I miss her live. I miss her being live. All the lives. The lives.
I remember there was one time I saw you commenting and say, I thought I told you to come up to stop making live videos. Come up to live.
I told her that I would call her. Andrea Devines Millington, get off Facebook.
Yes.
Friend, you just pay my bill.
Mm-hmm.
Friend, you just pay my bill. That's what she was telling me. But that's who she was.
Right.
Marva, you're back. You hearing?
She probably is, but she's muted.
I think what it is too, the Wi-Fi cannot take the strength of the audio and video. I think that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it is, because we have that problem all the time when we talk also.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But Auntie Joanne, let me ask you another question. If you all have to pass the baton on to 4 young women, who would it be?
You are not going to put me in trouble with anybody. But what I would say, the baton, this was a divine thing that we had. I am a part, Lady B is a part, Sandra is a part, Marva is a part. The baton is not ours. We would applaud and bless anybody that do that, but you're not going to put me in no trouble today. You're not going to put me on the spot. But on a serious note, I don't think, and that's what we have to recognize out here, that we put nothing out there and we thank the cultural gods when they are good to us. And that's what a lot of people don't do. You think it's yours and you're supposed to have it at all times. And what we had, it's not, that wasn't ours. It was given to us. So it is not ours to give out. While I would love to see that. I would love to see yourself, Makeda, and many others. You're not going to put me in no trouble. You know, come together and bond to do something. But it is not, because we have some beautiful and talented young people coming out there. It is. And it would be really, really nice to see them hold on to the culture and keep it for what it is. Because many times, like Karine held on, it have those that really hold on. It have those that from the time they come in, they end up going over to soca. Yes, they do well. Yes, they excel. But I have a big painting of a bird by me, the Sankofa bird. And if you cannot respect where you came from, I'm going to honor where you're going to. So as long as we have 4 females or 3 or whatever who want to do that, full speed ahead.
Right, I understand. Well, I hope whatever 4 young women coming up who decide to take over that battle, I hope you all are there to guide them, lead to them, list them.
100%. But whoever it is, we're right there. It's not ours.
I have my 4 already. Yeah. I have my 4 persons.
I know.
Marisha, I'm hoping, because something in that name connotes a kind of something we would want to see. United sisters.
It is.
So whichever grouping, 4, 3, or who, has to have that kind of unity.
That's
that
correct.
We want to
I
see,
don't think,
and if you fall out, don't think that's the end. If you fall out, don't think that's the end, because it happened.
Oh,
yeah.
But like
you know,
But like Auntie Joanne, I'm not
individuals.
going to put myself in any trouble, but I do have my phone. I
Go
included.
brave. Go brave.
I'm included in this phone, but I do have my phone. I do have my phone. I'm included in that. So I will now hand it over to Jackie.
Yeah. So I'm so sorry we can't get a conversation going with Martha
No,
because I'm sure she has so much
I
to
think
tell.
if
But
I
let
think
us see.
if she could just do audio only, you might get her.
Yeah. But let's hear her performance on that night of Shikamu, Sandra, where she wanted to die with her dignity.
You want to help to man your family. You want to help your man financially. But nowadays it's really very hard to get a job as a girl in Trinidad. You're looking now to find something to do. You meet a first man who promised to help. But when the man let down his condition, it's nothing else but humiliation. You want to see a whole lot of time. You want to see where your doctor never see. You want to do where your husband never do. Still you won't know if them stands for hire you. But if it's all this humiliation to get a job these days as a woman, tell them they go keep their money, they go keep my money and time and my dignity. Well, some of them done pack up already. Yet they sit down waiting like Matty B. Using the power of the cash and position, waiting to abuse and exploit every woman. You get the what you have to go to bed with me. Become his lady, second wife and deputy. As I'm the next woman come among the line, they start to tell you ain't good, you can't run. They want you see you in some fancy pose. They want to see how you look without your clothes. They want you cock up like a bloody and come at it, Sandra. Yeah, she could do that. So before I have to leave, of course I let the police stop for me. Well, now they go keep their money, I go keep my money and time and my dignity. Lie, lie, lie. But now I have to go, looking for what you might bounce up a fellow. Who might be looking quite handsome and macho. You tell yourself you want to work with him. So you decide you're gonna try a lot of it. But when you're done, it's time you get to know. You might live here and go a long time. But all the cash he have, he's a failure. The man ain't nothing but a blinking sukuya. You want to feel like you're never at your best. You want to see if you know you have a trust. Things they want to do you with their eyes. Like you're just searching to find. I am a woman and a man in this Canada. You must love them and the time of Sandra, tell them. Their money, my honey, time and my dignity. Looking for it have a lot of women just like me who might be not well off financially. You need a job and you really need it bad. A man decide to help you must feel bad. But if you value yourself as a woman, you will demand respect from the vagabond. Stand up to them want to know how much money you're happy for, and if you're strong enough to live anymore. I want to hold my head up high as ever. Tell them, keep the money with me.
Ambatala women.
Jackie,
Oi?
powerful men, powerful
That's
song,
not right.
powerful rendition, and powerful unity, as you said. That's a great unity. Yeah. Very powerful. No doubt about that.
Can't get away from that. You can't get away from that.
No doubt about that.
And yeah, the thing about it, the synergy you see, intertwining, you could always, not like a second guess, now it's it just fits, it just fits.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I really admire the way they support each other, even till death. I really admire that support. Yeah,
Yeah.
I admire that.
And that's what sisters for, that's what the sisterhood is about. And if enough of us practice that, We have a better world. We got really have a
Definitely.
better world. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, I
But
always loved the United Sisters. I mean, although we have lost two of the icons, I still have a great respect for them, huh? Because
yeah.
they are people I look up to. Yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
not show it, but innate, they are people I look up to. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And
Very thoughtful.
it's it's hard when we have to come together like this, to honor someone who has been so integral to our community. Because for them is a community of
Yeah.
a larger community. It touches you deep. Um, we know that this is inevitable, but it
I really
really,
love the support.
when
Yeah.
it comes, it hits us. But I
You
know you don't want to hear about that. You want fun, so let me get off of my
Well, let me
and
just say
then
this. Let me just say this, Jackie. I love the part when Auntie Joanna and Auntie Marva they were singing "Dignity," and she got them with they want to na 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 na. That's as they took the song and made it theirs, and that is what
yep,
I like.
yep, yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, they've been part of it for so long they could put claims to it. But
Definitely.
it was a really nice um, energy on stage with the three of them. Marva, and then joined by Tigress, and then Sandra. It was really nice. I mean,
Yeah.
I liked
Me
it. I liked
too.
it.
Yeah, me too.
So thank you again, Marva, Sandra, Tigress, for those beautiful renditions.
Those beautiful memories.
Yeah, yeah. So, what we have a message here from our executive chair, Miss Zakia Uzumo Wadada. Well, I call her Z, to get away from all of that. I call her Z. So let me not get myself in trouble. So let me just read, the message from the ESCTT. And we at ESCTT thank Sandra for her service to her community, the inspiring and empowering messages from her music, and her love and passion for her culture. We were pleased and honored to have her grace our stages with a regal and powerful presence on many occasions, and we are happy that we were able to express our appreciation at Shikamo Sandra, a concert in her honor, as part of the 2017 National Pan-African Festival commemorating emancipation. So she quotes here from N2 Springer, Director Emeritus of ESCTT, and a very dear friend of Sandra as well. Sing gloriously, sister, in the Kaiso tent in Urun. Watch your sister, Lady B, come to greet and be reunited with you. We pour libation for you. Travel safe, sister, Mudupe, Mudupe, for the power of your voice and your convictions. Now you really are free as a bird. Greet your beloved Imali, Ogun, father of your creativity and your warriorhood. Ariwo, Ogunye. Ariwo, Ogunye. Dance and sing now. Dance in transition from Aye to Urun. The struggle continues. Kaiso Anyan, Griot, you have played your part well. We pour libation. And I know the part with Ario Ogunye. I mean, somebody else would have sing that, but sorry to have to recite it. So that was our message on the passing of singing Sandra. And again, I want to thank all of those beautiful children and sisters of hers who were able to join us today to celebrate her life, really. Celebrate her life. Those jokes. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we have now the lady herself singing Sandra at her last performance for Emancipation, which was last year in 2020. Whereas we have to pull things from the archives this year, we had a little wiggle room last year where we could have done some things semi-live, hybrid, and you know, we have an offering here from Sandra.
Golden sunlight, but still, most nights and cocktails are crowded. Their days and dark days are shrouded. They don't smile and they never will. Only vultures get the fill. Empty promises is one day, yeah. No running water from year to year. Hearts that no one desire. If there is a Messiah, someday he'd hear their whispered prayer. Come on, always there and scanty, 10 people in a one-bedroom shanty. What's to sell on the pavement? No vacancy, no employment. Your time for your crack out from gunshot. Blood that's flow when things get hot. I'm going to look out my window to hear voices from where they do it. Ryan, I can't hear you. Ryan, hey, hey. Ryan, oh. Voices from the ghetto. Ryan, 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 voices from the ghetto. We do both. Oh yeah, yeah. Mothers just hold their head up, mother. And them woman stronger than a woman. A big pusher eyeing your daughter. Son in jail, no manslaughter. Too bad for you, them brat boys, no bail. That's the black man's choice. Like Shadow say, poverty is hell. Your little girl child belly start to swell. Some say life is a cycle, but don't draw she no circle. Where will it all end on in time to tell? Outside the silence keep howling, inside your belly will growling. Police raid very often, Simpson measure a coffin. One night in bed you're sleeping, next night is a wake that you're keeping. So you pray to win the lotto, not to hear their voices from the ghetto crying, 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 crying. Voices from the ghetto, crying, Lord. Voices from the ghetto. Oh yeah. Dibby dooby dibby. Bim bam dooby dee. Dooby dee. Dooby dee. unrelented pride they soldier on. Revolutions bait, politicians fall. And dust in their tragic story brings a journalist glory. No wonder they view the world with scorn. Since the day they born, some call them rebels without a cause. These social victims of unjust laws, but yet we christen we heroes, renegades, desperados, forever knocking on heaven's door. Still bad music shatters the silence. Harmony to conquer the violence. Big men run when cops approach, fighting for scraps with the gun for the young thugs. They're tough protecting almost every young girl expecting. So tomorrow, next the rubber road, there'll be another little girl in the ghetto crying, 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 crying. Voices from the ghetto, crying, crying. Voices from the ghetto. Oh, yeah. Social amenity, Lord, heaven knows. Opportunities, well, they're always closed. Can't get work once in white collar. If I can't stretch me dollar, it later for me grab or smoke me pipe. Sandra short and dead from crime. Life does rape dignity and pride. Till there's only bitterness left inside. And every day is a hustle. Arguments are settled with muscle. Till you're 6 feet deep and 3 feet wide. Children, children, life keep on drifting. Something they're smoking or sniffing. Maybe they're trying to forget. This life a misery and regret. No one to come to the rescue except Capleton and Ushu. So their boom boxes, the Lego, the drum voices from the ghetto, they're crying, crying, they're still crying, crying, they're crying and 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 they're crying. Voices from the ghetto, crying, crying. I was born and bred in the ghetto. I know we are talking about it, but let me tell you this. Voices from the ghetto, crying, 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 crying. Voices from the ghetto, crying, 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 crying. Voices from the ghetto. Yeah. Have to stay with mama. From across the continent that someone described as dark. Oh, I feel a vibration, feel a rhythm, feel a spark. Yeah. They crown me with thorns. I'm the root, I'm the rock. When I look like melon.
Ancient rhythm.
Your heel around me pain. Pain, make me whole again.
Ancient rhythm.
Be my destiny. Come, set me truly free. Hey. Brought here to this land, which I now do call my home. Oh. Should be gone, yan, though my spirit it still roam. In the ghetto, born and raised, to my ancestors I stay giving praise. True religion, peace I found Marilyn, meditation when I go on the morning walk. Pain, make me whole again. Deep within my soul. I'm awake, I'm alive, and not afraid I'll survive. Not naive, aiming high, I believe I can. And them mind them and laugh, still defining the crowd. In my blood there remains, like a flood through my veins. Healer of the pain, hold again. Be my destiny. Set me truly free. Play drum, mama. I reward, yeah. I reward, yeah. Open vanity, manda, yeah. Yeah, I reward, yeah. Mama, oh,
I reward, yeah.
Rhythm. So in time I learned that with talent I was blessed. Oh yes. I learned to let it go and just let God do the rest. Ever humble with open eyes. Though I stumble, still I rise. Through every lesson, yes I learn. Helping others in return. Your healer of me pain. Pain makes me whole again. Deep within my soul. Now I'm free as a bird. Liberty is the word. West Indian, Caribbean, African, Nubian, Queen. I send them as bird with crosses their bird. No, I won't be denied. There is beating inside. Heal around me, babe. Make me whole again. Be my destiny. Come. Set me truly free. Of the emancipation, Lord.
What do you think of that one?
I mean, although at that time Mother was losing her voice, she still had it. It didn't take that away from her. She still had it, yeah. Didn't take it away from her.
Boss performance as usual. Boss performance.
Especially in that first song. She came out at the end, she came out to perform.
She came out, yeah. Well, folks, we're winding down. So we had identified someone to do flags.
Yes.
I get put on the spot with flags because, and I must say here that I must say kudos and hats off to Christoph Brandt, because he wrote many songs for Sandra. But two of the songs that I know he have written the life and times of her that would remain classics is Ancient Rhythms and Voices from the Ghetto. Those two songs would remain classics because that is her. When you listen to that, nobody else could sing Ancient Rhythm because it's her life. It's her story. And you know, and when you could go so far when you say, when I lay on the morning ground, you know that you are going personal and telling your life story. Right. Too many flags and Marva Born Again. It's one of the songs that I really love that Sandra have that she never used to do. And we used to get in trouble with that all the time. She said, well, friend, you sing it. If you like it, you sing it.
I like it so much.
Yes, if you like it so much, you sing it. Calling on people of the Caribbean. I'm calling on all the powers that be. We are the world's most beautiful region. And we have one common history. Yes, we are rich in culture also. Then we have something. Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana also. That's why too many flags flying in the Caribbean. It's too many anthems for one little region. We should have one goal, one cup, and one common destiny to show the world that we could live in unity. Oh yes, show the world that we could live in unity. That was one of my favorite songs from Sandra. Even I promise you I'll get it.
And the people's favorite. What the others singing?
Well, you
Die with my dignity.
Yeah, know that. Yeah, know that.
What we singing? What we singing?
We're singing.
Who started?
Sexy Employer.
What? Sexy Employer?
Sexy Employer.
That is Die With My Dignity. That was the name of that song, Sexy Employer.
Sexy Employer.
It's the people on the ground that changed it to Die With My Dignity.
So who won the race? Marisha, you raising it?
I listen.
What's
The
that?
king will listen. The king will listen.
Yeah, Auntie Joe.
Okay. I mean, I don't have much like to and cream, but that's why
I
something.
said, I'm going through some of the score sheets. When we were cleaning up my mother, going through the score sheet. But I've seen some score sheets marked sexy employer.
And what is that?
Dignity. That's dignity.
Sexy Employer, that's Die With My Dignity, Makita.
That is Die With My Dignity. That is Die With My Dignity.
So we all started. How are we going to do this, Jackie? How are we going to do this?
Come, you start up and everybody will just chime in.
Right. You want to help to mind your family. You want to help your man financially. But nowadays, things really. You get a job as like you.
Voices.
Look it up.
No, everybody can sing.
Sing it together.
Okay. You're looking now to find something to do.
Looking now to find when the man lay down with condition, it's nothing else but
humiliation.
They want to see the whole anatomy.
They want to see what a doctor never see.
They want to do
your husband never do.
Tell you when
If it's all this humiliation
to get a job these days as a woman.
Tell Stephen.
Money I go keep my honey and die with my dignity.
So, Miss Jackie, why you call me? Miss Jackie, why you call me? I mean, HR is my background, you know, but I ain't doing that.
I'm here. But yes. We are not going to, you know what?
Yes,
Very
Sister
good.
Lady.
A great evening, a great evening,
Yeah,
a
that's
great evening.
great.
And just to add on what Auntie Tigress would have said, right? I wanna pay tribute to the writers because a lot of us wouldn't make it on the map without our writers. Yes, there's our ideas, but they know how to marry the words to make us bring it out. So a lot of people think because you didn't write the song is not a collective yours, is not yours.
Yeah, man.
It's my idea. It's just that somebody more creative to put it together, but I will still bring it out because it's my song, it's my idea, you know? So enough respect to all the writers, and it so happens that each of us here on this panel would have had songs from Christoph Grant. So that is something we also share in common. Yeah, so
Okay.
you know. So I want to say enough respect to the writers and to the musicians and the producers and everybody who take up part in making our contribution and our offering what it is. Yeah.
All right,
And
so
the thing
that's your
about
30
this,
second closing remarks. We're going around.
okay,
Okay,
I started,
30
if I
seconds.
could just finish what I was going to say, to tell them what Stephen just said. And as an older one, I want to say to the younger ones, don't take on when people telling you you are not who you are because you didn't write your song for yourself. Corinne couldn't pen against all odds like Christoph did it for her. She would tell him that, that's my favorite. But she couldn't pen that. So don't ever think you could sell yourself short because you're not writing for yourself.
Yeah.
It's your story, tell your story.
And could Christoph have sung?
No, we all don't know. We all don't know. Can't put that note in our pocket.
So it's a partnership. It's a partnership. So
Exactly.
one not more important than the other, or make it feel that one is less than the other. Yeah,
And
I was that.
coincidentally enough, I was on a live with Corinne recently, and I told her that was also my favorite song from her. Against all of us. Yeah.
So, parting words, Kareem?
Just looking back at her, all the memories came and everything is still there. I had to take off my camera at times too. So, it's good.
When she do that, yeah, it is.
Makeda? Makeda, with 30 seconds. So she's not hearing us now. So Marisha, thanks, and your parting words. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jackie, for having me as your co-host. I would like to say thanks to all the artists for actually, taking part in this evening's program. And Mother was a well-respected, renowned person.
You can hear me?
I can hear you slightly.
Makeda? Oops.
She continued to motivate, empower, and encourage all of us. And for that, I say thank you, and her memories will always live on. Thank you.
Yeah. So
on behalf of Marva, if I could, on behalf of Marva, who had real technical problems, I want to say thank you for and on her behalf, because I know she would deem this a pleasure to be on this panel. And thank you so much for having us.
Well, thank all of you. We couldn't do it without you. So it's really a pleasure to have you. And, we look forward to you being with us again, another time, another place, but you're sharing with us.
When my